Okay, let's get started. Hey horrifics, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is the first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get a notification every single time that I post a video, and I post every single week. As you can see from the title, on today's video I'm going to be giving you my full review with spoilers of The Seed. This film premiered on the Beyond Fest on October 5th of 2021 on the US and just premiered on Shudder yesterday, March 10th. Now, as always, all my reviews are with spoilers. If you don't want them just to see if this was worth it or not, in the description box down below, there you're going to find my spoiler-free review because I like to give you guys the two options. So, given the little talk disclaimer ahead, let's get into the video. Now, this film, it's a really weird film, but I don't mean it on the best way or as a compliment. Now, the film follows a group of three girls that are on a girls' trip on the Mojave Desert. Now, this becomes a tale of horror, death, and alien invasion. And pretty much it's the summary. The reality is that the trailer gives away a lot. This is something that I realized as I was watching the film. It's that the trailer gave you basically all, and as the movie goes forward, it really becomes predictable what is going to happen. So it's 1 hour and 30 minutes long, and I felt like it was way longer. It's a little bit slow, or if my opinion was a little bit boring, at least for me. I don't know you. So to give a brief summary, they get to this house. We have three girls. We have Dee. Her full name I don't fully remember since they don't basically say it. She's always called as Dee. We have Charlotte and we have Heather. Now, Dee is an influencer and she's always recording, doing lives, and she's supposed to do a photo shoot of a makeup brand that she's going to be releasing. Now, Heather, her dad is the owner of the house. She is like the yoga girl on Instagram, that type of vibe. We don't really see her engaging on social media, but it's what is described by Dee. And we have Charlotte, who doesn't have social media at all. She doesn't like that. She has an old iPhone, which Dee calls retro. And basically, she's, I wouldn't call her an outsider, but she's the stereotype of the girl that it's maybe a little bit on the tomboy side, just a little bit, because she gets like dressed up and do the makeup, but usually you will see like the stereotype of the girl that is not into social media and that type of stuff. And the opposite are her friends, who are really, I wouldn't call them like famous, because they don't really, they never really specify how much followers they have or about that. She just at some point says that she lives out of sponsors. So of course this is another example of social media being included in horror. This is something that doesn't always work. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. Now in this case, I think that it worked to a certain extent, but had the potential of being used even better. Because the film, basically, we have them on the middle of nowhere in this gorgeous house. They are about to watch a meteor rain, and they watch it, and when that is happening, one of the meteors hits the pool. And this is something that is seen in the trailer. And an alien creature kind of looks a little bit like a dog slash baby. It's a really weird creature. E.T. was even cuter, and E.T. is not cute. I'm sorry. He's not cute, but he was cuter than whatever this thing was. Now he appears. Now at first, Charlotte is the one that is like most concerned about the creature. She doesn't want to kill it. She wants to like take care of it. She even grabs it at night because it's crying. She gave feeding him. She's the one that is showing the most interest, while their friends, they want to get rid of it. So as that happened, their cell phones died. And since they are basically in the middle of nowhere, they have no way of communication. So there's no way for them to leave, which was kind of stupid because they had a car technically, like, but made for that specific environment. And I'm like, girl, just take that and just leave. Why the hell you're not leaving? I mean, you have no phone and an alien is in your house. Just get up and leave. They made really bad decisions. So they decide to stay, and as the day passes, suddenly Dee doesn't really care about the alien creature and she's so chill and wants to stay. And then happens to Heather. And it's basically because they have sex with the alien. They show it in a really flashy, fast way. I wouldn't call it flashbacks, but it's a lot of flashy stuff, like really fast. It doesn't really show a scene like full engaging. It's really weird, but we all know what will happen. So basically, as Heather and Dee are more interested and one most fixated, we will call it, to the creature, Charlotte is not. And she's almost has sex with the creature, but she kinda realizes what is going to happen and realizes that it's too weird, so she backs off and leaves. She wants to leave. And the person that was kind of supposed to be helping them, it's dead. And they found on her house a book that had even a drawing of the creature. Basically, this leads to nothing because they never really explained much. You can assume that someone knew about this creature coming, but they never really explained the whole meaning behind this book and everything. I think that they could have done it and work with that a little bit better. So by the end, we have Dee and Heather. They're both pregnant with the alien. No one saw it coming. It was kind of obvious. Like I said, the movie becomes really predictable as it's happening, because aliens, when they are at least portrayed in movies, sometimes they go on the same path, and in this case, they always get someone pregnant. Always. It can be anyone, but someone will get pregnant by an alien. And it happened. Now, the only thing that was good about the movie, the reality, was the body horror and the special effects. They were really good, but that was basically it. Since the plot was kind of nonsense, the characters are really annoying. They're not relatable. They're not likable. There's no way for you to create a connection with any of them. If you kind of relate, sometimes it's a little bit better, but in this case, I wasn't able to. This is supposed to be a comedy horror, but the movie ended, and I was still waiting for the comedy on this. I didn't find it funny. It wasn't enjoyable. I don't know. This wasn't a movie for me, definitely. I was asking myself the whole movie, like, what the hell is this? Why the hell someone would do something like this? Like, this is nonsense. So for me, it wasn't enjoyable. It wasn't fun. Like I said, I don't know where the comedy was, because if they were supposed to be funny, they weren't, at least for me, because like I said, I think that is the poor acting and how bad these characters are written. I don't know. I don't think that it's even the fact that they are influencers. I don't think that's it, because influencers are being portrayed more and more in horror. But I don't know. I mean, they weren't likable at all. And basically, Charlotte lives and the other ones died. But she basically ends watching the sky as more meteors are appearing on the sky. That's it. Meaning that this is not over, and she wasn't able to stop it because she kills Heather, and Dee basically gets a shot on the head by her. So she killed her friends on trying at least to stop this, but it wasn't possible. And that's basically it. It's simple, but like I said, it wasn't enjoyable. And the trailer gave away too much of the movie. So this is probably a movie that you will prefer to go blind, or maybe not. I was expecting more about this movie since I read really good reviews about it. But I check now that the movie came out, and I saw that there were people that were kind of on the same side as me, that they didn't enjoy it as much. So probably this is going to be a 50-50 situation. So I will give it 1.5 out of 5 and a 3 out of 10. It was bad for me. At least that's my opinion and my way to see it. This is not the type of movie that I will rewatch ever. If I would recommend it, not by choice. Like, it wouldn't come out on the conversation, at least on the context of a recommendation, but rather as a warning. If you want to watch it, go and watch it. Maybe you will like it. Who knows? Maybe you're more into this than me. But at least, in my opinion, in my way to seeing it, this wasn't a movie for me, and I wouldn't rewatch it again. But maybe someone out there probably will enjoy it a little bit more and will appreciate it a little bit more. And well, I think that this is all for the review. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you watch it, what do you think? Are you planning on watching it? What are your thoughts? Let me know. And well, this is all for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to be seeing you guys on the next one. Bye.